we'll be looking at Eevee after knowing its Z move and its competitive viability in Little Cup. So its new Z move calls in the goons and adds +2 to all of its stats. So now Eevee hits 30 speed with max speed, but not a speed boosting nature. And 30 speed allows it to outspeed the entire Little Cup meta. So there's really no need to give it a speed boosting nature. So we'll just focus on giving it more special attack so it can kill everything. So the moveset I've given it was Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, and Stored Power. Hyper Voice is a good stab move, and it benefits from adaptability. Shadow Ball is good coverage, especially that Eevee struggles to hit ghost types, and now it can completely obliterate any ghost type that gets in its way. Stored Power is an interesting concept. Because of it gains +2 to all of its stats, it now has a ridiculously powerful psychic type move that allows it to kill any fighting type that it used to struggle with. Pokemon such as Timber and Mienfoo are not safe for against Eevee, especially Timber. Timber used to Mach Punch Eevee and just immediately kill it, but now because Eevee has +2 to defense, Timber is no longer safe for against Eevee. This set allows Eevee to completely break the meta. There's basically no switch-ins. Spritzy gets O code if there are rots. I believe it is 75% chance to OHKO. So if you get a tiny bit of prior damage against some of its walls or stack hazards well, Eevee completely obliterates the entire team. I believe Eevee will ascend from a gimmick. Eevee used to run two pretty average sets, Wish Pass and what was the other? And oh, Protect Last Resort, one of the most gimmicky sets in all of Little Cup. Yeah, it was powerful, but it wasn't good. But this set will allow Eevee to hit everything and anything to just OHKO it. This is a slightly more risky set, but also better in some cases. Return is a very powerful move, especially with hazards, but if you are unable to get hazards, Double Edge is a better option because Double Edge secures certain KOs that Return cannot otherwise get, even at +2, such as on Spritzy. Bite is good coverage because the same reasoning with Shadow Ball, Eevee struggles against ghost types because Return cannot hit them. So Bite is a very good option to hit them. Iron Tail is if you really need the KO on, let's say, Spritzy, Iron Tail is maybe worth going for because even though it's 70% accurate, it will kill. But there's a certain risk to that, such as if you miss, you will be weakened and you may die because that's just how Pokemon works. The set is to optimize its offensive presence. You don't really need a Jolly Nature because, the same reasoning with the special set, Eevee is already outspeeding the meta. So overall, these sets are very similar. They both Eevee in its current form will probably be a very dangerous threat in Little Cup, and I expect it to possibly be, if there isn't any balancing measures, it's possible that Eevee will be banned because of how it basically gets a super ancient power just by doing one move. So it's very Eevee is going to be very dangerous in the next coming months. Overall, Eevee still struggles a little bit because it needs the turn to set up, but if opportunities are made for it, if the team composition is good, Eevee will always get these opportunities. It will be as dangerous as letting Xerneas run loose in Ubers, because once Xerneas gets a free switch, it Geomancy's up and Moonblast, and I expect the same thing will happen with Eevee. Sticky Web is also slightly a problem because Eevee will not be able to outspeed certain Starve Pokemon. However, Eevee will still be very, very, very fast. It'll still be at +1. It won't be able to outspeed good Starfers such as Nianfu, but if played carefully, Eevee will completely destroy Little Cup as we know it. And that's the video. Thanks for listening. I expect to create another video in the coming weeks or days. I'm not sure. This is all pretty new. If I do, the next topic will be on Cubone, because Cubone is an interesting Pokemon, and I think it is extremely slept on. So thanks for listening, and stay tuned.